a real sadness reading of Margaret's passing. While we weren't really friends in general, we were really quite chummy acquaintances. When would see her really almost bemused face at various of my performances over the years. I found her really exceptionally amusing in the droll English way. She would speak in a way. Subsequently, I was reminded that she was an actress as well, and I always saw that, even though I wasn't really all that aware. Of course, the British Embassy Players should have been the giveaway, and I performed for them. I performed for them with Doug, singing friend Doug, and I can't recall her there is the problem. I recall her when I was a fairly regular performer and president of the Northern Virginia Ragtime Society. Yeah, it's too bad. I mean, so close, yet we only saw at the periodic gig here and there. But she was a regular at the salons, as I recall. I am forgetting really that I actually first met her. Maybe the first time I ever performed at the salon, which was with a theatrical group called Interact with a British expat named Catherine Fly. As the head of that organization, where I was the pianist for a couple of productions, and but she probably showed up at those performances too, and then she was probably already with you guys, or at least with Jackie, the first time I ever performed, which was with that group, and then who gets to perform the next time? Just me. So I felt quite privileged, still do. Yeah. Well, anyway. But with Margaret, I'm tremendously pleased, of course, that she had a long, exceptionally fruitful life, and all the sympathies to Nicola and Stephen. Hope they'll be watching as well this evening or participating. I'm really just wish I knew her better. It's one of the things. It was just a delight every time she was in an audience, whether the ragtime audience or whether the salonistas, or whoever showed up at the pandemic version. Yeah. So anyway, really delighted to be involved, and I hope that any kind of background music that you hear, my noodling, can enliven the occasion. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing any kind of syncopated funeral marches. Fear not.
Margaret and I were friends for about 8 years, and she introduced me to you and Jackie about 5 or 6 years ago, I guess. And the big thing with her was when we went to a salon, okay? And she was always very, very, very happy to do that, and the action with her, the talking with all the people afterwards was a big thing with her after the potluck and also say, bring a plate. That was her favorite thing to do. She was a hell of a good actress. I saw her in Calendar Girls, and the last thing she did was Pygmalion. I sent you a copy of a picture from Pygmalion as well, where she was playing Mrs. Higgins. She was very well loved by all the people, the British players. Would always go to their performances, even if she wasn't in the cast. But she was in most of the cast up until 2017. Okay, after that, she didn't want to take a chance on trying to do the acting business. Yeah, rehearsals, and her living in McLean, and the rehearsals over in Bethesda in Bannockburn were that was quite a haul for her to get over there and get back. And she was quite a lady. And of course, for the last 2 years, because of this damn COVID thing, we haven't done anything. We got to go to dinner maybe 4 or 5 times before it got too cold to eat outside. And then with all the new variants, she was somewhat compromised, and she was deathly afraid of, getting sick. So, but we're all going to miss her. Yeah, we used to bring Ann almost every time we came to the salon. We'd pick up Ann.
Hi, I'm Barbara Kiefer, also known as Barbara Peterson Gackler. I am one half of the double C piano duo that has frequently performed at Bill and Jackie's. My piano partner, Roseanne Conway, has just been traveling, and so we thought, in view of what is going on with regard to the Omicron variant, it probably was best for us not to record this together. I have known Margaret since 1994, when my mother first moved here. My mother was looking for a good massage therapist to help her deal with her rheumatoid arthritis issues, and that was the beginning of my long relationship with dear sweet Margaret. She subsequently became my massage therapist as well, and as Roseanne and I have been performing together for the past 10 to 12 years, Margaret became one of our greatest fans. She often described our work together as magical, and I could always count on Margaret to be there in the audience, cheering us on. I am just overwhelmed with sadness and shock about her passing a few days ago. I miss her terribly. I will miss her wicked sense of humor, her cheerful demeanor. I also knew her through my book club, which met monthly these past couple of decades. And I will miss her insights into the books that we were reading. I know she's been a big part of the salons that Jackie and Bill have put on in McLean, and her presence will be missed there as well. Love you, Margaret.
Hello, dear friends of Margaret. This is Eileen Schefferman speaking and sending my condolences to Margaret's family and friends. However, I know that she was such a dynamic individual. She would be wanting us to celebrate her life. And certainly, I think that is what we're all doing. I had the privilege of meeting Margaret through Jackie and Bill. We celebrated only happy occasions together, so that was a real gift. Many lunches, birthday lunches, dinners, a few surprises, and lots of laughs, cheers, and good times. So I'm going to miss that. We have missed that during the pandemic, but again, Jackie and Bill managed to get us together for a bit of a Zoom once during this pandemic, and Margaret seemed quite content and pleased with her new digs at Vincent Hall. So I'm glad that she was able to celebrate the holiday with her family. Whenever she mentioned her family, it was always with love and deep affection. So cheers to all of you. Cheers to Margaret. And her memory will live on with all of us. It will be a blessing because it has been such a great ride and so much fun. Sending lots and lots of love, and again, my deepest condolences and sympathies to Margaret's friends and family.
I'm Jackie Anderson, and I wrote a few things down to say about Margaret. This is a tribute to our dear Margaret Lane. Margaret, without whom we really can't do in this world, but we must try. She gave so much to all who knew her. Humor, wisdom, patience, loyalty, and not least, her beautiful British accent, which lent an extra special element to the conversations one had with her. For Emerson Avenue Salons, Margaret arrived in our audience for the first time many years ago as a friend of Eric and Linda Christensen. She became a loyal and devoted salon attendee, and more recently, a very generous supporter in these COVID times. One of my favorite memories of Margaret stands out as a quintessential Margaret humor. We had a Tuesday night Resist, React, Resolve meeting here in the music room to discuss the events and concerns of the month. I think we hadn't started the meeting yet, and Margaret pronounced to those seated near her, "That was a head-in-hand moment," and she demonstrated by covering her forehead with the palm of her hand, and then laughing heartily with the rest of us at how appropriate the gesture was for any topic involving our former president. As I said earlier, we can't do without you, Margaret, but please know that your spirit will be present with each of us. We will never forget you.
I'm Bill Ewing. I didn't know Margaret as long as others have. Margaret blended seamlessly into the mix of Jackie's witty, articulate, expressive, and caring friends. But then she was extraordinarily unique. Flaming red hair, Australian accent, brilliant eyes, and extreme diction. You just wanted to stare. But I soon found out that Margaret was much more like me than she was exotic. She cared about the things we all care about. Just she had the ability to express herself with humor and admirable intensity. Margaret's sudden departure is a reminder, a stark reminder, that each day is a gift, that we will all leave a final impression, that some part of humanity is good and worthy. So to keep this from being lugubrious, to be more of a celebration, I'll leave you with this unfinished project I somehow convinced a very reluctant Margaret to participate in. Unfortunately, she forbade video. It's a get out the vote plea by Jody of RRR. I suggest you ignore the context and just let Margaret's voice carry you.
Scientists agree that we have climate change. We may not agree on the exact cause, but saving the environment for our children should be non-controversial. This is not the right time to have a government that prides itself on rolling back environmental regulation. Which right is more important? The right to go to school without fear of being shot at, or the right to have one's own personal military arsenal? If you care about these issues, you need to vote. Don't allow the big-moneyed PACs and complacency to determine your fate and that of your children. Your vote counts, so please vote the issues.
Good, thank you. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Bill.
Hi. Well done. Bill, I am there as owner, and it's Margaret.
And I'm a crow, and I'm Diana.